This specific vehicle that we have right here is a 2012 Dodge Charger with a 3.6 liter engine. Now this fix also applies to any Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep product. It doesn't matter. As long as it has the 3.6 engine from Dodge, you should be able to use the same procedure to make this happen, okay? The step number one, remove the air intake assembly right here. So loosen up this clamp. The other one right here with the throttle body. Be sure to unplug any of the sensors that are around here. This is the air assembly. There's a sensor right here. Push on this tab and then pull it back just like that. Now you're free to remove it. Now we have exposed. Hey, we're practically there, right? We're gonna blow some compressed air and clean this up real quick as best as we can so we can move forward, all right? So our next step is to go around the entire intake manifold and make sure there's nothing attached to it. For example, things like this. Just like that, all right? And then we go around the manifold to make sure that there's nothing stuck to it, okay? These wires for the throttle body are gonna have to come off. Pull that tab, pull this, get it from here. Same thing here, just like that. Disconnect this sensor. The vacuum hoses right here. Yeah, as soon as we can wiggle it. You may have to get some pliers or something and move it around and pull it back. You're gonna have to undo that clamp. This is how it works. You clamp it, and then it tightens it up, and it removes that clamp for you, just like that. Once you have removed everything from around the intake manifold, you will need to remove 7 of these screws. I'm gonna count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's a 7th one right there. This takes an 8mm. I'm using my very thin 1/4 inch ratchet and extension, a long socket, so I can get to them with ease. We're gonna loosen all those up, and then the manifold should be ready to come out. This should just be free and ready to go. So we're gonna pick this up and move out of the way. There must be a sensor or something connected. Nope. That's how you remove the intake manifold. We need to remove this. Be careful to not drop anything in here. So put some rags or something to cover it. We need to unplug all of the fuel injectors, which you need to pull this red tab up, push on this pin, and then pull back just like that. Repeat the same process for all of them. Now this one may be pressurized, so be careful. Make sure you have some glasses on or something so you don't get fuel in your eyes. But you have to push this thing in, press the green tab, and then pull out just like that. Now once all these are done, we're gonna move on to removing these screws right here. And there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think. Once you have loosened up your screws, like I said, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's one right here in the back, 8. And you have taken this off, all right? This should be free and clear to come out. You just grab your full fuel rail and be careful that nothing falls into your cylinders. Lift up and then pull it out of the way. And we're gonna get this cleaned up real well because we're gonna replace these gaskets right here, okay? All right, guys, now with your fuel rails removed, we went ahead and cleaned up all the way around right here. Now it's time to remove the old gaskets and put the new ones in. So just like this, take this one off. Here's the new ones right here. So we gotta make sure that they're oiled up real nice and that they go in well, okay? And once you have removed your gaskets and installed the new ones, it's time to go ahead and remove these right here. Of course, still, you gotta be careful nothing falls in there, all right? Something falls in here and you're pretty much done. You're gonna have to take everything apart. Now I'm gonna flip this over and put it back, okay? Here we go. We're gonna tighten everything down, and then we're gonna remove these gaskets right here. Put some rags in here. So we're gonna clean these up, put the new gaskets on, make sure they're nice and clean too, and then we're gonna top it off with the manifold. And it's time to put the new gaskets in, all right? Make sure that they fit in nice and snug. Now repeat the same procedure with all of them real quick, and let's move forward. Once your gaskets are installed nice and snug, it's time to make sure that you clean the mating surfaces on the intake manifold, which we've already done so right here. We've done the best we can. So we're gonna go ahead and flip this over and put it back on top, all right? Don't forget this. Put your heat shield back where you got it from. And now you can put this back and make sure everything's out of the way. Line up the bolts down here. And you have your guide. The rest should just go ahead and fall into place. Please be sure to put back your sensors, your vacuum hoses, the hose in the back, everything, because that's gonna make a big difference. All right, you don't want to forget any of that stuff, so make sure you take it slow and go step at a time and double check everything. All right, now it's time to install the last part right there. We're gonna go ahead and stick this side in first. So let's slide it in just like that, and then this end right here, of course, it just slides in just like that, and then it's done. All right, here we go.